afternoon. I was on a media call with you before Sparkle.
Okay.
Released.
Yes.
And on that call, you talked about being a newcomer to Hollywood, learning the culture, getting acclimated to the environment. Now, here we are some years later for Black Nativity. How are you doing in Hollywood?
I'm doing good. It's amazing to me I still feel like a rookie, and I'm still learning an awful lot about it. But to be taken seriously is something I deeply appreciate, and to be able to contribute largely from a business perspective, something to films like this, I think it's very, very important. If people of faith withdraw from the process, we have no right to complain about the result. I'm interested in anything that has a positive message in it, you know. And I think that this is a huge vehicle that we should not ignore. As an African American, sometimes we complain because there's underrepresentation in the marketplace. But we have to tell our own stories, and we have to become involved with the process and be part of the answer rather than complaining about the problem. So there are a lot of motivations, not only spiritually but culturally, to show different images and aspects of who we are as a people. And so you will see that in some of the films that I choose to become involved with. You will see different images and different ideas and different socioeconomic classes represented in the depiction of who we are as a people. And you will also see movies about faith that are indicative of my values and what's important to me.
I'm a member of the Recording Academy for the Grammy Awards, and one of the core values is preservation of music across generations and different genres. Did you think about that when you looked at this film in terms of the history of Langston Hughes to now Miss Lemon's?
My mother is from Alabama and graduated from Tuskegee. So I cut my teeth on Langston Hughes. I mean, you know how that was. Growing up in a house with her quoting him all the time. So to have an opportunity to be involved, I almost thought my mother might spank me if I didn't take this movie, Yeah, so it is an important part of it and a very good element. And then to see this derivative of his original work come forward that celebrates the interfusion of drama and music in such a organic way. I think that Raphael Sadiq and Casey intertwined music and drama so skillfully, and that's hard to do because generally one cannibalizes the other. But I think that part of it is the diversity of the cast. You know, when you have Angela Bassett and Forrest Whitaker who bring so much integrity to drama on the screen, and you take Jennifer Hudson, who kind of does both,
and masterful.
Yeah, and does lungs. She has lungs from heaven. I think got the angelic lungs in her. And you
can I quote you on that?
Yeah, absolutely. Please do. Yeah, and Tyrese and I have been friends, and I'm a fan of his for a number of years.
Is it?
Yeah. Tyrese is a beast as an actor and as a singer in his own right. I mean, it's so perfectly cast. Mary J. Blige, across the board, you can't lose being involved with this movie.
How did you respond when you first heard Forrest Whitaker sing "Be Grateful"?
I was shocked. I did not know that.
I think that a lot of people are going to be shocked.
Yeah, that's amazing. I did not know that he could sing and sing so well. And the other thing that I think really floored me, I think that I am a perfect person to evaluate the authenticity of playing a pastor. And he does an incredible job.
He's very comfortable in the pulpit.
He's comfortable in the pulpit. I think he might have missed his calling, but he's very comfortable in the pulpit, and he's very good at drawing the line between what happens in the church and then how you struggle as a father. Now, some men find it very difficult to move from the same attributes that make you very effective in the pulpit are not the same attributes that make you effective in the home. And if you bring your pulpit back to the house with you, you might win the world and lose your own kids. And I think this film raises some issues that many pastors and preachers will connect with, as well as artists and people who are busy in the industry. You can be a great lawyer, but that doesn't mean you're a great dad. So I think it really grapples with some contemporary subjects that we need to consider.
When I saw the film last night, it brought me back to MegaFest and your session with Oprah and the relationships and how you all dealt with relationships. And I saw how Forrest in his role dealt with his grandson and the relationships. Did you see any parallels to the whole fix your life kind of concept that you and Miss Winfrey?
Absolutely. I mean, it is the whole thing about who is my dad, who am I, where am I, how do I get back connected with him? And it's funny that you should bring the life class up because you will find a theme throughout the movies that I become involved with, and they all are reflected in the fact that building relationships is hard work and it's not easy and we're not perfect and we're flawed and yet it has to be done. And so I think people who enjoyed the life class will really see that thing carried out in Black Nativity. And I hope that the fact that it is called Black Nativity does not suggest to people that it is just for African Americans, because I think the truths are so transferable that any culture and any class of person could find something that resonated with them about this film.
Absolutely.